welcome back to Real Talk. Now, our conversation on today's topic continues. My next guest is Linda Allen, she tried to buy a car. And of course, if you're in church, it's very easy to ask your fellow church members, I'm interested in buying a car. Can you help me? She did just that, but it turned out to be the ultimate con. Please help me welcome Linda. Welcome to the show. So Linda, tell us, because your story is a bit interesting. Nobody would think that a church of all places is where they would get conned.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I was in this church where I had been a member from 2004, and this was 2016. I was trying to buy my first car, my very first car.
So that's 12 years in the church.
Yes. So now I was in a fellowship which had a WhatsApp group. So that's where I shared my thought of buying a car. So I told them, I'm interested in buying a car and I'd like to promote a brother within this fellowship. So I got like 3 or 4 offers of, I can refer you here, I can refer you here. But I chose to go with the leadership of that fellowship, one of the leaders. So I told him, you refer me to someone because you are
of
the leader
all
of the
the
fellowship.
places you could purchase a car.
Yes.
What made you think that, let me promote someone within the church?
Because I thought so, because a church, in my view, I had been a member there for so long. So it's like, it was like a safety zone for me to be able to engage and also to promote a brother. Yes.
So you find the brother who happens to be one of the leaders within the church setting, and then what happened?
Then he referred me to someone who, according to him, had purchased cars for other members of the church. So we had a meeting on a Sunday after a service, a church service, and then we sat somewhere, and then they took me through the process. And I was willing even right there to transfer the money without any contract, you know, that kind of trust.
Because you trusted them?
Yes. So then this leader of the fellowship told me, no, Linda, do not do it that way. Let's meet somewhere, probably on Monday or Tuesday, so that you do things properly, so that there's a contract or something for purchase.
Which even for you, it's music to your ears, because you're probably thinking, oh my God, these people are so nice.
Yes.
Very trustworthy.
Yes. So we met on a Tuesday in Westlands, and he came with the drafted contract. I went through it, I was okay with it. And then we entered a deal. And he told me at that point that, and now this leader was the witness, okay? He told me at that point that the car is already, he was importing, so, and that deal was under his company. So he told me the car will be coming, it's already on the way. In another 2 weeks' time, you will have your car.
Had you paid anything by that point when you were signing the contract?
No, I paid immediately after signing the contract.
So
I just wired online. Yes, the same day.
You went to the bank?
And wired.
How much did you wire?
650. And money enough, the deal was that the money should be enough to bring the car to Kenya. Then after that, I pay the balance to clear it off.
So what was the total amount that you were meant to pay?
950.
So you had done literally 75% deposit, 650,000 clean money, wire transfer.
Yes.
So there you are at the bank. You have your contract that you have signed with the car dealer.
Yes.
You have done your part now. You've wired back 650,000 Kenya shillings.
Yes.
What next?
Now, I was excited, of course, waiting for my car. Like in 2 weeks' time, I'll be cruising.
Which model was this car?
Toyota Auris. Yes. So then we wait. My brother told me, like in a day or two, the guy should be able to email you all those papers from the other side. I don't understand this car logistics, but in another 1 week, he had not emailed anything. So in 2 weeks' time, where's my car? Stories begin.
That was the first red flag.
Yes, stories begin. It's on the way, it's coming, there are some delays. Then in another 2 weeks again, now 4 weeks.
Now that's a month.
Yes. The car is not yet here. What happened to the car? I have not seen any documents showing that you paid for this car. Where is this car? It gave me just stories that
So
could not.
this
yeah.
time you're dealing just with the dealer.
Yes,
Had you brought in the person who introduced you to the dealer?
not yet. Because they told me it usually takes 6 weeks, so I was being patient.
Okay.
Yes. So after 6 weeks, then I involved this, the leader of the fellowship, now the guy who introduced me. So when I told him, he told me to relax. The car will come. eh. This guy has already brought cars for other members of the church, so don't worry, it will be there.
At that
But-
point, did you think,
Yeah.
since initially how he hooked you was telling you, I know a guy, he's actually bought cars for other people within the church.
Yes.
Did it hit you maybe, I need to go back and figure out who are these people?
Yeah.
Because 650,000 Kenya shillings, that's a lot of money.
No, it didn't hit me at that point. I was still very trusting, I think up to about 80% there, but I was having doubts, like 20% doubts, so I didn't.
Because he's your church leader.
Yes.
Unamwamini?
Yes. The guy who referred me, I know him too well. So I said, I relied on his word that the car will come. So that was 6 weeks. When it reached the 8th week, I involved my brother. My brother told me, ask that guy who was doing import to at least show you papers. There were no papers. So my brother said, as hard that as you may find this, you have been conned.
How did that make you feel?
I cried.
650,000 Kenya shillings.
I cried, but then again I was a little hesitant, like, conned in church? I can't believe this.
Because who'd
You-
think you'd get conned in church?
Yeah, but it was like, you and your church people, you should get to know these people. They are just people. That's what he said. So I said, I don't get how I can be conned in church. Yeah.
So your brother has told you you've been conned. A part
Yes.
of you is now accepting.
Yes.
But you know, usually they call them the 5 stages of grief. There's
Yes.
now where there's still some denial. Did you reach out to the church leader just to tell him, okay, you introduced me to this person. Can you intervene?
The fellowship leader, you know,
Yes.
there are fellowships within the church.
Yes, the
so
fellowship
the fellowship
leader.
already knew at that point. Before I even went to my brother, I already told this fellowship leader. So when it reached 2 months, I threatened them. I told them, now I'm going to involve now the overall leader of the church. And I'm going
So
to
you're
tell.
still keeping it within the church. You
Yes.
didn't go file a
No.
formal complaint.
No, 2 months down the line, I'm still very patient. So I'm just following like protocol. So I'm like, I am going to tell now the overall leader that you people have conned me. Then they persuaded, they were like, no, you just wait, I know it will arrive. So at that particular point, the leader of the fellowship, the one who introduced me to this guy, really pleaded that it should not go that far. Yeah? But I was adamant. So I met with the leader of the church and I narrated the same way I'm narrating here. He said, as long as this guy is my congregant, don't worry, your money will return. We shall pray about it. I refuse to accept that.
So you refused to accept prayer will return your money.
I refuse to accept that.
You wanted the money hard cash.
I wanted him to go like, we need to go to police or legal or something. I didn't believe in that. I think my level of faith had gone so down.
Because it's a lot of money.
Yes,
So did
So-
you ever recover your money?
I did. Plus interest, plus some damages.
You filed a formal complaint?
Yes. I told the church leadership, I'm not listening to this. I'm going ahead. I'm going to report to the police, and I'm involving an advocate. So the advocate drafted a demand notice, and I told this guy who was bringing me the car that we need to meet, but he didn't know about what. So he turned up. So at that time I was with my brother, and that witness was there. So we were 4 of us. I just delivered that to him, and they were in shock.
So
And
you
I told
served them officially?
Yes. Then they also engaged their advocate, the other side, and now it became, then after that, it became so slippery, it could not be traced. So, and I engaged some police. We were trying to track him. So my going to church was not to go and pray, but to go and track this con.
So after how long did you finally get your money back?
6 months.
6 months. And how
Yes.
much money did you get back?
850.
Oh, with interest?
Yes.
Look at that.